How to turn on or off Play HDR content when on battery. HDR enhances visual elements such as contrast, brightness, and color depth, transforming how we engage with content. In this video, we'll discuss how to enable or disable HDR playback in Windows 10, especially when your device is running on battery power. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to Ninja One's IT Video Hub and our YouTube channel for more tech content like this. What is HDR in Windows 10? High dynamic range, or HDR content, includes movies, videos, and games that are optimized to take advantage of this advanced display feature. In Windows 10, HDR is part of the Windows HD color experience, and it's configurable based on your preferences or device limitations. Turning off HDR on battery. While HDR brings stunning visuals, it also consumes more power and can drain your battery faster. If you're working unplugged, you may want to turn this feature off to extend battery life. How to turn on or off Play HDR content when on battery. Method 1. Use the Settings app. First, press Window plus I to open Settings. Navigate to System and then Display and select your HDR-capable screen. Scroll to Battery Options under HDR Settings and toggle Play HDR content when on battery to Off. Method 2. Adjust power and battery settings. You can also manage HDR behavior through your device's power and battery settings. Start by going to Settings, System, and then Power and Battery. Under Battery Usage, look for HDR-related settings. If visible, disable HDR playback while on battery. Troubleshooting common HDR issues. Finally, here are some common HDR issues and how to fix them. Issue 1. HDR option is grayed out. If the HDR toggle is unavailable or grayed out, try the following. Make sure your display supports HDR and is properly connected, or update your graphics drivers to the latest version to restore HDR options. Issue 2. Battery drains quickly even after disabling HDR. HDR isn't the only power-hungry feature. Check your background and startup apps, processor performance settings, and wireless connectivity features. Also, lowering your screen brightness can help conserve battery power. Issue 3. HDR still plays on battery. If HDR seems to stay on even after disabling it, try the following steps. Restart your computer to ensure changes take effect, or play HDR content again and check power usage to confirm if the setting is disabled. In the end, HDR makes content look incredible, but it's important to balance visual quality with battery performance. You can tailor settings to fit your needs, turning HDR off on battery while still enjoying its benefits when plugged in. For more information, check out our official blog post on playing HDR content when on battery, linked in the description below.